Feudal societies. The impact of the feudal system in Europe. Most people in medieval Europe lived in feudal societies. What do you think were some benefits and consequences of this type of social structure? Life in Europe during the early Middle Ages could be difficult. The strong central power of the Roman Empire was gone. Different looting armies took turns overrunning small, weak kingdoms. Law and order was rare and fleeting. Out of this disorder came a new social structure known as feudalism. Under feudalism, most power and authority was held not by kings, but by local large landowners who were called lords. These lords took responsibility for providing protection for the people living on their land. In return for this protection, the people pledged to serve and fight for their lord. Created by the Franks, the system of feudalism spread from France into Spain, Italy, and eventually moved into the rest of Europe. In 1066, a French nobleman named William, Duke of Normandy, defeated the English army. William the Conqueror declared himself King of England and introduced feudalism to his subjects there. In an ideal feudal society, lords were loyal to their king, but ruled their lands independently. To defend their land, they recruited knights, honorable warriors who typically fought on horseback. The knights were paid for their loyalty, not with money, but with land. Landowners, whether they were knights or lords, needed workers to support them and their estates. These workers were called peasants. Peasants had little economic freedom or opportunity. Much of what they produced went to the lord. But in return, the lord offered them protection and a place to live and farm. At the very bottom of the social order were serfs, peasants who were bound for life to the land. Unlike some other peasants, serfs could not leave to seek opportunities elsewhere. Although feudalism eventually declined in Europe, remnants of it have lasted through the centuries. In Great Britain in particular, a class system remained for many years. Land and titles of nobility were passed down for generations, and for those who were not born into the right families, it was hard to find opportunities. Great Britain has become less reliant on its aristocrats. Landowners and titled families remain, and so does royalty. But lawmakers are elected to Parliament's House of Commons, and members of the House of Lords can no longer inherit their seats. Today, British citizens, along with citizens of other European countries, pursue their own economic interests rather than those of some landowning lord. And they offer their loyalty and service to large and powerful nations. In return, those modern governments work to provide security, opportunity, and rights to all.